We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas, and Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Obviously, they do everything big here in Dallas, and the introduction of the Cowboys, no exception. They're set for football in Big D as their guys will do battle with the New York Jets. Hello again, everyone. I'm Brandon Gaudin, joined as always by Charles Davis. And Charles, you take a look at this Cowboy team. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories. Who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports? And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. They're led out by a former number 2 overall pick in the draft from BYU, it's Zach Wilson.
And what was really attractive about Zach Wilson coming out of college, coming out of BYU, his ability to create and make plays when many people thought they didn't exist. But what's been even better is watch him improve in the pocket, able to hit the back foot, make the right.
And he will go down. A Cowboy sack. Micah Parsons. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop it.
It may be cliche, but it is something that holds up over time, doesn't it? If you're the visitors, you don't want to let the crowd in the game early.
Yeah, and that's exactly what they did there. But you said also this defense, they're going to give them a lot of looks like we just saw there, aren't they?
They certainly are. They're a proud unit, and they're going to ride the momentum of this crowd with them, and that's why they got after them early.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Wilson. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 40 yards on the punt, 2 on the return, and the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Time for Dak Prescott and the Dallas offense to go to work. Prescott, of course, the former 4th-round pick in 2016 out of Mississippi State.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in Week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
They'll roll him out right, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. John Franklin Myers able to take him down. It's a loss of 3.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about him having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in Week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. Behind the chains, 2nd and 13. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott swinging this out for Pollard. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. This defense for the Jets, terrific last week in the season opening victory.
And every defensive team that we talk to, they spend a lot of time talking about creating turnovers. And anytime you get 2 or more in a game, you've had a really good performance. They exceeded that number in a huge way. They got the football back 4 times in the win.
A gain of 4, not enough. And it looks like punt time on their opening drive as it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
Call hauling a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Wilson, open man here is Conklin. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. A 40-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Now, let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46. They run here with Rico Dowdle. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. They'll go with Pollard here on first down. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On the run, it's Dowdle. And he gets it down to the 32.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Play action now, Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Schoonmaker. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Prescott from the gun. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On first down, Pollard. Oh, he's hit. He lost the football. Put it on the carpet. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. So now, I think even our referee is confused. The defense accepted the holding penalty, but they just got the ball on the fumble recovery, so that will be negated. That's a tough one to comprehend. Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
forced out to his left. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards that time out of the scramble, but now they're looking at a 4th down situation. And his kick is indeed good, and the Cowboys are going to jump out to a 3-0 lead. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow.
Either way.
Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And New York set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. Throwing is Wilson. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. On 2nd down now. It's Hall. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. And they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Clock running here, under a minute to go now in the 1st quarter of a 3-0 game.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here's Thomas Morstead now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. So here are the Cowboys to take over. They were winners last week, defeating the New York Giants. They lead this one as well right now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. A running play. It's Dowdle. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And he's going to be taken down about a yard shy of the 1st at the 29. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to make it 4th down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the 1st down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. So far, they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now, sometimes, if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad thing. But when you're trying to set the pace, get up on top in a game, you got to show better offense and find a way to put some points on the board.
Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. From the gun, it's Wilson. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. It's a big play there for the Jets on third down. For an offense that has not found the end zone yet, that's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. It's Hall, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21. The Jets on third down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Zerline's kick is up and through. And that will tie us at 3-3. So unable to convert for the touchdown inside the red zone, but they do come away with 3.
Yeah, it's a 32-yarder. That's essentially an extra point nowadays, right? Because it's 33 as a general rule for these guys. So it should be a simple kick. But you know what's really strange nowadays? When they miss an extra point, I think they carry that with them longer than missing a field goal because an extra point's supposed to be automatic.
Absolutely, and I would think even field goals inside of 30 yards, even though they're substantially shorter than a PAT, it just has a different feel, doesn't it?
A different feel, a different vibe. That's what I get from all the kickers I talk to. They always say, if I miss an extra point, that's the one that bothers me more.
From the 27, Prescott. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Dallas. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. New York's offense back out there and set to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. So the hand got inside the face mask that time. Looked like a pretty easy call.
And it was, and we saw this in their loss last week. Penalties at inopportune times that led to their demise.
So a big penalty there on the face mask leads to 1st and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Caught by Cobb. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping them from a 1st down.
Now stopped him in his tracks. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Looking to throw again on second down. Prescott, that's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. The Cowboys on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. It's caught. Tolbert. Room here to run. 30. 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. A great effort there. 78 yards. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-3. So the drive there, they went 80 yards in 3 plays. And it's capped off for the Cowboys touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now Wilson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Extra point attempt to come here. It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. Play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And able to get this out to the 25. New York ready to go again offensively. And they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch. All evidence to the contrary on that last possession, though. I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Wilson. He's going to get this one down to Cook. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 3 yards the gain there, second down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Throwing again on second down. Wilson. Lets it fly deep for Cobb. It got his man complete. And they're able to work mark this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a big play that time by the Jets.
And this offense needed something to try and seize the momentum a little bit, and that might have been exactly what they needed. Now they have a chance to go downfield and score and cut into the lead.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9. Now Wilson going to throw deep for the end zone. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. And Zerline's kick is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
Now Dak Prescott of the offense heading back onto the field. He's played a pretty clean first half, a touchdown, no interceptions.
Frankly, that's what they expect out of it. They want to see the ball thrown and thrown well, and he's able to do that and put it in the end zone. They'd love to see more of that before this game finishes. But right now, he's got his team in a good spot.
A good spot, maybe looking for touchdown pass number 2 here in the second quarter. Prescott's throw there caught by Gallup. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
Prescott on 1st down. Being chased out left. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. Now a timeout. 7 seconds left in the first half. Here's Brian Anger now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And you can't do it much better than that. This ball kicks out of bounds at the 4-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
Okay, Brandon, we'll get you back to you and Charles in a bit, but first it's time for a trip around the NFL following an eventful opening weekend.
An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. So the halftime break behind us, and we are back underway with the 3rd quarter of action, taking it about the 1. And down he goes just shy of the 25. Now penalty marker is down. Let's see what that's about. That holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Prescott on play action. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Ferguson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Prescott. Caught by Luke Schoonmaker. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Working with a 2nd and 4. Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. Looking left side him, he's got a man. That's Ferguson. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off. That's another beautiful throw right there. Gets it to his man right in stride. And I think that throw kind of exemplifies what we've seen from this offense throughout this game. They've been in rhythm. They've been sharp. They've been on it. And they pick up another 1st down there.
And he gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Pollard. And he will fight his way into the end zone for the Cowboy touchdown. Tony Pollard, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get him over the goal line.
Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Here's the Jets offense now getting set to start off this 3rd quarter. On 1st down, Wilson. And able to find Allen Lazard. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the 1st half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
So the drive's going to start with Pollard, and he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Meanwhile, Dak's throw taken in there by Cooks. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
48 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They run here with Dowdle. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Trying to run forward with Pollard, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They force the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
The New York set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going...
And now off to the races, down the right side. The 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jets are able to cut into this deficit. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a 2nd one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Taking it about the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot, up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter. So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. They'll run left with Pollard, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. 3rd and short yardage, Prescott. And he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They just get the play off. Now Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on for the 5th time here today. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. Back on offense, New York gets set to take over. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big time, John? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Cook on the toss left. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
If these guys are going to chomp into that deficit, they got to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Now it's Wilson. And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. Jonathan Hankins in there to drop it for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And now a fair catch called for and taken just outside the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Still 9 remaining on second down. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big connection on that one. 33 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Cooks on the quick slant. And down inside the 15 he goes.
But when you're up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter and you're going to throw the football, expect to see a lot of man coverage, because usually what comes along with man coverage is pressure. So if you're a play caller and you want to keep throwing the football, that's fine. Just make sure your offensive line understands they're going to get additional guys running at the quarterback.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. Prescott down. This is caught. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the 1st down as he's tackled at the 2. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Now here's Pollard. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. 2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. They'll try to run this one in. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Rico Dillon, his 1st touchdown of the new season. And the Cowboys are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. This one now, Charles, you'd have to think all but over.
I would agree with that, because this offensive line, they've been physical from the first snap of the game, and it's taken a toll on this defense, and it was never more evident than on that play right there. They continue to move the line of scrimmage forward, and they open up enough space there to get their guy into the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. New York's offense back out there and set to go. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on 1st down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up 2nd and 3rd down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back, but boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
first down. Hall. 116 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Give to Cook out of the gun. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Jets on 3rd down. A pretty anemic, a very anemic 1 for 9 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Here we go. It's Wilson on 4th down. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Now Wilson on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
On 2nd down, Cook. And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10. The Jets on 3rd down. Not getting the job done at all. A very poor 1 for 10. Here it's 3rd and 3. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds here.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Jets have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Now Zerline on and the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends with a Jet touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. Dallas offense set for this next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. He takes this for 3 to the 29. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. Steps away to his left. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A big play there on the keeper. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche. It hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a 1st down, it hurts you psychologically. But
but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2nd down and 4. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game. So hold on here, not done in the 4th. So here's Wilson and the Jets. Down by 2 touchdowns. 2:19 to play. Can they take advantage of the late carelessness? We'll see as they've got a 1st down. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. But that's not going to help the cause as he stops short of the 10. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. And he'll find Hall. And he gets it to the 30 when it's all said and done. 1st down now, but the clock continues to move. And he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Play action. It's Wilson. And it's caught over the middle. Wilson. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. And he completes it to Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. Wilson will throw again. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. To throw is Wilson. And that will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a 1st down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
So 2 3rd down. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off at the 35. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, I guess an interception at this point on 4th down is just as bad as an incomplete pass. Either way, the ball goes over to the other side.
Yeah, it's a tough spot to be in this late in the game, and there's not a whole lot he could do there. And he winds up giving the ball away.
Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it. Well, I know at points of this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know, the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Cowboys, it's a win here in their home opener as they move to 2-0. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Jets, they'll fall to 1-1. And they'll try again next week at home against New England.